Bound by the Nazirite vow, Samson was instructed to abstain from wine, avoid unclean things, and never cut his hair. The riddle: out of the eater came something to eat, and out of the strong came something sweet. The riddle was inspired by Samson's personal experience of killing a lion and later discovering a swarm of bees and honey inside its carcass. The eater refers to the lion, and the sweet refers to the honey. Samson posed this riddle to the Philistines during his wedding feast, wagering 30 linen garments and 30 outfits of clothes. Unable to solve it, the Philistines coerced Samson's wife into revealing the answer, leading to betrayal and further conflict. Would you like to explore the significance of this riddle or its impact on Samson's story? The current conflict in Israel and Gaza is primarily centered around regions like the Gaza Strip, the West Bank, and East Jerusalem. These areas have been historically significant and contested for decades. While Samson's story took place in ancient Israel, the exact locations of his exploits, like Timnah and Gaza, are part of the same broader region but in a vastly different historical and cultural context. The land itself carries layers of history, from biblical times to modern-day struggles. It's fascinating how geography can hold such deep, overlapping narratives. The regions where Samson lived and where the current conflict in Israel and Gaza is unfolding do share some geographical connections, though they are separated by thousands of years and vastly different historical contexts. Ancient context: Samson's time. His story took place during the period of the Judges, around the 12th century BCE. The Philistines were a major enemy of the Israelites, and they occupied cities like Gaza, Ashkelon, and Ekron, all part of the coastal region of Canaan. Key locations: Samson's exploits often occurred in Philistine-controlled areas like Gaza, where he carried away the city gates, or Timnah, where he sought a Philistine wife. These cities were on the coastal plain of what is now modern-day Israel and Gaza. Conflict zones: the Gaza Strip today is a densely populated area along the Mediterranean, bordering Israel and Egypt. It was also part of the ancient Philistine territory, linking it geographically to Samson's story. However, the modern conflict involves complex political, social, and historical issues that differ greatly from the tribal and territorial disputes of Samson's era. This overlapping geography highlights how the land of Israel/Palestine has been a crossroads of cultures, empires, and conflicts throughout history. From the time of the Canaanites and Philistines to the modern geopolitical struggles, the land carries immense historical and religious significance. Samson, a judge of ancient Israel, was a man of extraordinary strength and complex character whose story unfolds in the Book of Judges, chapters 13 to 16. His life begins with a divine promise to his barren parents. He was to be a Nazirite, set apart from birth to deliver Israel from the oppression of the Philistines. Bound by the Nazirite vow, Samson was instructed to abstain from wine, avoid unclean things, and never cut his hair, the source of his superhuman strength. Samson's life was marked by astonishing feats of power, such as slaying a lion with his bare hands, striking down 1,000 Philistines with the jawbone of a donkey, and toppling the gates of Gaza. Yet, these moments of triumph were often intertwined with his personal flaws. His impulsiveness, unchecked emotions, and fraught relationships, especially with Delilah, led to betrayal and captivity. Despite his weaknesses, Samson's story is one of redemption and divine purpose. In his final act, blinded and humiliated by his enemies, Samson called upon God for strength. With renewed power, he brought down the temple of the Philistines, sacrificing himself but delivering a devastating blow to Israel's oppressors. This act of self-sacrifice underscores the themes of restoration and the fulfillment of God's plan, even through flawed individuals. Samson's tale resonates deeply because it mirrors the human condition, filled with potential and struggle, triumphs and failures. His life challenges us to reflect on the use of our gifts, the consequences of our choices, and the redemptive power of faith.